number 1, Mike Levine, Mom 2, Michael 10, Coastal Carolina. Number 3, Wes Paulson, Mom Wayne and Donna, West England, Tampa University, Florida. Number 4, Lino Bruno, Mom Lino and Marisol. Lino will attend Southern Connecticut State University. Number 5, Brian Gargiulo, Mom and Dad Mike and Pat. Brian will attend the University of Scranton. Number 8, Troy Tersey, Mom Jennifer. Troy is going to go to UConn, Avery Point. Number 9, Zach Cora. Parents Frank and Kim. Zach will attend Quinnipiac University in the fall. Number 10, Bill Reynolds. Parents Bill and Joanne. Bill will attend Catholic University of America in Washington. Number 14, Brian Rohn. Parents Bill and Karen. Brian will attend Newbury College. Number 20, Parker Barnell. Parents Jody and Craig. Parker's going to attend Fordham University. Number 25, Brandon Wynn, Mom Barbara. Brandon's going to attend Southern New Hampshire University. Now our captains, number 7, Greg Zubo, parents Lou and Ida. Greg will attend Stonehill College. And number 18, Griffin Garabedian, parents Jeff and Danae. Griffin will attend University of Connecticut. Here you have our 2013 Notre Dame seniors. Congratulations to them and their parents. Everyone will just please stand and we'll play the national anthem.
But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenNight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
Get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Everyone, and welcome to Quigley Stadium right here in West Haven, Connecticut, as we settle in for some high school baseball today. Lyman Hall in town to take on the Green Knights of Notre Dame here on Senior Day. Nice to have you all, and just a hint to Dan in the truck, who is producing for us today. Of course, that record button hit on the TriCaster, I would imagine it already is, because he is the best. All right, we're just about ready to get started with this one. Troy Tersey out in the mound for the Green Knights. Senior Day for Notre Dame. We'll run down all the seniors as the game goes on. They had a brief but very nice ceremony prior to the start of this one. Ryan Bond, the shortstop, to lead it off for Lyman Hall, struggling a little bit, coming in with just 1 win in the season against 14 losses. Notre Dame at 10-7, licking their wounds after a tough loss to the Xavier Falcons last Friday night. Bond to lead it off. Namely to bat second. Brown, Miller, Ames, McClure, Davis, Beardsley, and Bilodeau, the lineup offensively for Lyman Hall today. So Tersey out in the mound, the big right-hander, and here comes the pitch to the plate, and that ball's going to be hit high in the air, popped up behind home plate, and caught. Nope, dropped. It was in the glove and fell out of the glove of the catcher, Zach Ballabon, so he couldn't hold on. It was a very difficult play. It nearly scraped the fence right in front of us. So another opportunity here for Bond to swing. Tersey into the windup. Here comes the pitch and the curveball over for the strike. Talking Troy before the start of the game, and he mentioned the fact he'll be throwing that fastball today. The curveball, you just saw that, and a slider here today. Very chilly afternoon here in West Haven, Connecticut. Unseasonably cold. Ground ball hit down to Paulson at second and on the first, and Ryan Bond retired 4-3. Zach Ardito, again, playing shortstop today for the Green Knights. Will also be the leadoff hitter. Down at first base is Brandon Wynn. The second baseman is Wes Paulson at shortstop. Ardito, the third baseman is Zach Corwick. In left field is Mike Corso today. Center fielder is Drew Archiolo, and right field is Brian Gargiulo. Mike Levine is the designated hitter, hitting for the pitcher Troy Tersey as that pitch in for the strike. So you got one down and nobody on. Namely at the plate. And Tersey into the windup. Here comes the right-hander's pitch. Ground ball, hitting the ground down to short. Ardito will field it. Good strong throw across the diamond by the youngster. And there's two down. So Nemely, the catcher, is retired. Justin Brown stepping up to the plate, the left fielder for this Lyman Hall squad. Outfield playing just about straight away. When the sun does peek through the clouds, it's not too bad. A little bit of a wind. Feels like it's blowing in from right field a bit here at Quigley. That's coming from the inland and not Long Island Sound. That pitch a little low for a ball to Justin Brown. Ben Miller on deck, the designated hitter. Brendan O'Connell on the hill today for Lyman Hall. Tersey into the windup, and the pitch ball popped up. Drifting out the left field and into foul territory, and making the run is Corso for the catch and the out, and that will do it. So 1-2-3 goes Lyman Hall in the top of one. We played a half, and your score, it is Lyman Hall nothing. The Green Knights of Notre Dame coming to the plate right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
Welcome right back here to Quigley as we move into the bottom of inning number one, and Brendan O'Connell going through his warm-ups, a right-hander for Lyman Hall. Here's your batting order for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Zach Ardito will lead things off. Ardito to lead it off. Mike Corso, the bat second. Drew Archiolo, the center fielder, to hit third today for Notre Dame. Zach Balaban, the catcher, hitting fourth. Brendan Wynn, the first baseman. Back on the field is Mr. Wynn. He's batting fifth. Mike Levine, the designated hitter, hitting sixth for the pitcher Tersey. Zach Corwick batting seventh. The third baseman, Brian Gargiulo, the right fielder, hitting eighth. And Wes Paulson, who plays second base, will bat ninth today for the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Brett Bilodeau out there in right field defensively for the Trojans. In center field is Darian Davis, and left fielder is Justin Brown. O'Connell on the mound. Emily behind the plate to set the target. Here comes the pitch, and that's over for the strike call. Cardio at the plate, swinging from the right side. I believe that game versus Xavier was his first varsity start, first we know of, and he swings and just kind of lobs a soft pop-up out to the leaping shortstop, and Bond puts it away. So Cardio retired. And there's one out. Brings up Michael Corso, the left fielder today for the Green Knights of Notre Dame, with Archiolo waiting on deck. McClure down at first base defensively. Chris Ames playing second base. Bond, the shortstop. You just met him. And at third is Eric Beardsley. Another ground ball. Took a big hop from Bond with a strong arm. Puts it across. Corso on a pitch retired. And you have Quigley 2 down here in the bottom of inning number 1. That's going to bring up to the plate Drew Archiolo for the Green Knights. Archiolo swinging from the right side. Outfield just about straight away. That pitch a little bit high and inside. Some good movement on that pitch by O'Connell coming back towards the right-handed batter. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of inning number 1. That's off the end of the bat. Grounded foul towards Balaban in the on-deck circle. Well, folks kind of wrapped up in some clothing today with it being a little bit chilly. Here comes a pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. A little bit of a change there by O'Connell. Fooled Archiolo, and he's got 2 strikes on him now. O'Connell peeks over the glove. He is a slender right-hander. He's into the windup. Here comes the pitch way outside. 400 feet to straightaway center field here at Quigley. About 335 down the line and left. You got to hit it high up in the air to get it out to right field. Not all that deep. About 310 is a ball. Hit high and deep to left field over the head of the left fielder, Brown. He'll chase it down. Digging for 2 is Archiolo. Brown finally picks it up, and he'll throw it to the relay. Bond, and back to the bag at second steps Archiolo before the throw. He was thinking 3 for a second when Brown had some problems trying to pick the ball up towards the fence out there. So Archiolo with a 2-out double to left field. Brings up Zach Balaban for the Green Knights. Balaban, the number 4 hitter in this Notre Dame lineup. He's been a very versatile player. Has also played some first base. Did that when Brendan Wynn was out of the lineup with injury or recuperating. It was just the designated hitter on occasion. So 2 down, runner at second base for the Green Knights. Archiolo with the lead away. O'Connell will check the runner. The pitch, ground ball. Hit off the end of the bat down to the second baseman. Ames on the first in time. Balaban and company retired. So for Notre Dame, no runs. They had 1 hit. They leave a runner stranded at the bag at second. We're through 1 complete. Your score, Notre Dame and Lyman Hall tied at 0. Back with more right after these messages.
Looks good, doesn't it?
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
All right, back here at Quigley as we move on to the top of inning number 2 of a scoreless game. Ben Miller, the designated hitter, leading off for Lyman Hall. Troy Tersey out in the mound. The pitch it to Zach Ballabon, hopefully, into the mid of the catcher, who sets up behind the plate. Here comes the pitch, and that is going to be low and inside for ball 1. Lyman Hall went 1, 2, 3 in the top of inning number 1. Outfield playing just about straight away. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be popped up, floating towards foul territory, third base side into left field and out of play. Levine couldn't get to, actually, Mike Corso couldn't get to it out there. So you got Corso in left, Drew Archiolo in center, Gargiulo in right field defensively, Wynn at first, Paulson at second, Ardito at shortstop, and Corwick at third. A pitch in for the strike call to Miller. Flag not moving much right now. Concession stand is open today. I know that makes our producer quite happy. Here comes the Tersey pitch, missed outside. That rain certainly did Quigley a favor. We had some rain over the last couple of days, and it looks beautiful out there. Grass looks nice. There's a swing and a miss and a fastball. Miller strikes out. First strikeout for Troy Tersey. Brings up Chris Ames, a second baseman. So Ames stepping up to the plate. Up for the first time, McClure on deck. Chris Ames, the second baseman for Lyman Hall. Wiggles the bat, the pitch to the plate, swing, and fouls it off. Might have been in and out of the glove of Ballabon. Zach Corwick playing level with the bag at third, Wynn just behind the bag at first. At second base, Paulson back towards the edge of the outfield grass. Ardito at normal shortstop spot. That pitch up high. Lyman Hall struggling to pick up wins this season. Coaching staff well organized, gave us a nice lineup card today. We certainly appreciate that. Here comes a Tersey offering, and that's going to be grounded foul. Chris Borgott, the head coach. Of course, Luke Kessler, the head coach of Notre Dame. Tersey looking in. Into the windup. The pitch to Ames. Pops it up. Actually, it's going to fly a lot further than I thought when it left the bat. It went up into that gray sky and becomes a fly ball out as Archiolo floating over will make the catch. So Ames hit it very high, just kept on going. So he's out on a fly ball. Brings up Tucker McClure, the first baseman here for Lyman Hall. So the Trojans looking for their first base runner. 5 retired in a row by Troy Tersey. A lot happening on GoGreenKnights.com this week. We're bringing the honor ceremony on Thursday, 7:30 start. Ground ball hit slowly. Ardito will charge it and slings it along. Good play by the shortstop. And retired is McClure, 6-3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Troy Tersey. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more right after these messages on GoGreenKnights.com. It is scoreless through 1.5.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
All right, back here at Quigley as we settle in the bottom of inning number 2. Scoreless game thus far between Lyman Hall and Green Knights of Notre Dame. Brendan Wynn digging on in. Swings the bat from the right side facing Brendan O'Connell. O'Connell's pitch, fastball over the outside corner for the strike call. Nice pitch right there. Of course, both these teams, from the CIC perspective, playing in Class L baseball. Notre Dame has qualified for the state tournament, and obviously Lyman Hall will not. Cheney Tech, the leader at 16-2 in Class L. Fitch second at 16-2. New Canaan is third at 14-2 as that curveball breaks away from the catcher. Mamely, and it all the way to the first base side, retrieved there by one of the boys in the dugout. The O'Connell pitch to Wynn, turns on it and drives it high and deep, but foul to left. He got a piece of that one. O'Connell into the windup. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be hit high in the air. It's going to drift down the left field line and foul again. Wynn trying to tuck that inside the foul pole. He was one of the seniors honored here today as part of Senior Day. Wynn again hits it down the left field line and foul. Really turning on the offerings from O'Connell now. O'Connell again looking in. 2 strikes on Wynn. The pitch. And that's a strike 3 call over the outside corner. That was a pretty pitch by O'Connell, and Wynn called out on strikes on a curveball over the outside edge. Brings up Mike Levine with 1 down and nobody on for Notre Dame. So Levine, who's been a nice player for the Green Knights all year long, stepping on up. Brendan O'Connell on the mound, certainly part of the future of this Trojan baseball team, as that's well struck by Levine down the left field line for a base hit, tucked it inside the bag. Second hit of the ball game for Notre Dame. Now they have a 1-out base runner, but going back to O'Connell, he's only a freshman. 5'11", 130 out there in the mound for Lyman Hall. So that's pretty impressive. That this freshman out here doing some nice things for Lyman Hall. So Zach Cork to the plate with a runner on at first. Here comes a pitch. Down low. Brian Gargiulo on deck. Throw to the bag at first, and diving on back is Levine. Outfield just about straight away. Brown, Davis, and Bilodeau in the outfield from left to right for the Trojans. And Connell looking in. The right-hander peeks at the runner at first, Levine. Here comes the pitch, and that curveball cuts the outside corner. Count goes to 2-1 strike to Levine. Levine, another senior on this Green Knight team. That pitch up and in. Count now at 3-1 I believe, as they change it. Actually, Levine down at first. Corwick at the plate, excuse me. Here comes the O'Connell pitch. And that's outside ball 4. So Corwick draws the walk. the senior Levine down to the bag at second. Colwick will take over at first. Zachary also honored as a senior today for Notre Dame. Brings up Brian Gargiulo, another senior. Our seniors on this Notre Dame team. You have Levine, who's down at second. Colwick, who's at first base. Wynn, who is struck out here in this inning. Ball gets away from the catcher. They throw it down to the bag at first. They get the out there. Emily with a heads-up play, and Colwick could not get back as he roamed off the bag. In hindsight, he probably should have traveled down to second base and make that a much more difficult throw as he got trapped off the bag, so he's thrown out at first. 2-3. Taking third base is Levine. On the pitch, we'll call that a pass ball, allowing the runner to move along, but they get an out of it. So 2 down and Gargiulo up with a runner at third base. That pitch, a strike call over the inside corner. So a bad break for Notre Dame. They really had things going their way, setting up a big inning. And now they're 1 out away from not scoring a run here unless they get a base hit or another pass ball, wild pitch, error. Catches interference, a whole bunch of ways you can score. Runner from third without a base hit. Here comes a pitch to Gargiulo, and that's going to break away from the catcher. No advance by the runner down at third base, Levine. Outfield remains just about straight away. We're here at the bottom of 2, scoreless game. McCall checks the runner down at third. Here comes the pitch, and that's high and inside, ball 4. Second walk issued in a row by Brendan O'Connell. Now you get runners on the corners for the number 9 hitter, Wes Paulson. So Paulson will come to the plate. Emily wants to come out and have a quick chat with his young pitcher, Brendan O'Connell. Wes Paulson, a senior for the Green Knights, has really done a nice job down at second base throughout the year. That pitch missed outside. Our sponsor today, Dr. Philip Caparuso, considering orthodontic treatment for you or your children. Well, check him out. He's on the Milford Green. Ground ball hit the third. Throw across a diamond. Nice scoop at the bag at first by McClure, and a low throw by Beardsley, but they get Paulson 5-3, and the Green Knights will come up empty. They'll leave 2 on. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on. We're back with the top of 3, scoreless between Notre Dame and Lyman Hall, right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
For the last 10 years, Federico Insetti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Setti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico Insetti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico Insetti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, MD class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Are you looking for a professional painter? Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of 87, and his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will be...
All right, welcome right back as we move on to the top of the 3rd inning. I was just talking to Danny in the truck, and he says, I can tell you're cold by your voice. I am. I know Andrew's cold, too. Our astute cameraman extraordinaire. Davis, Beardsley, Bilodeau, scheduled hitters here in the bottom of the 3rd against Troy Tersey and the Green Knights. Scoreless here in the 3rd inning. Tersey's pitch. Fastball, a little high. Green Knights have had base runners. Lyman Hall looking for their first base runner of the afternoon. Quigley will be the site for the semifinals of the SCC baseball tournament. We'll have some coverage from here. Looking forward to that championship game to be played at Whitey Purick Field on Saturday afternoon, I believe May 26th, whatever Saturday that is. Here comes the pitch to the plate, and that's down low. That's ball 4. So Davis draws the walk, becomes the first base runner of the afternoon for the Lyman Hall Trojans, and brings up Eric Beardsley, the third baseman. So Beardsley stepping up to the plate. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Wiggles the bat. Inside the bag at third is Corwick. They'll throw to first. Runner back. Beardsley, a sophomore. Look at this Lyman Hall team. Very young team. Only a couple of seniors. Ryan Bond, their shortstop, is a senior, and their catcher, Kevin Nemely, is also a shortstop. That pitch in for the strike. I should say the catcher, also a shortstop, also a senior. I am cold, I can't even think. Tersey with a runner at first, works on the stretch. The pitch, bunted, popped up and knocked foul, first base side. Chuck Burghardt, the head coach of Lyman Hall. Throw to the bag at first, runner back. Davis to creep away again. Wynn trying to hold him tight over there. Corwick still inside the bag at third, ground ball. Hit foul, first base side. Looks like Beardsley trying to hit behind the runner on that pitch. Tersey will spin and throw to the bag at first. Runner get back again. Archiolo not playing all that deep. Has drifted over in the right center field. That pitch up high. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, throw down to the bag, a little high, and sliding in with a stolen base is Darian Davis. Beardsley strikes out. That is the second strikeout of the ball game for Tersey. Now he's got one down with a runner in scoring position. Number 9 hitter Brett Bilodeau stepping up to the plate for Lyman Hall. Ryan Baum, the senior shortstop, awaiting on deck. Here comes a pitch. And that missed outside. Tersey's pitching on the ground. Cork will field it. Going to go on to the bag at first. Did he get it there? Nice scoop by Wynn as that throw just kind of dipped. And they were able to get Bilodeau by about a half a step on a nice play by Brandon Wynn, the first baseman for the Green Knights. So Bilodeau retired 5-3. So they have 2 down and Ryan Bond stepping up. Bond, the shortstop, grounded out 4-3 his first plate appearance. Davis remained anchored at the bag at second. Tersey standing tall on the mound, the right-hander. Heading to Yukon Avery Point. Another one of the seniors out there for the Green Knights. Tersey's pitch down a little low for a ball. 2 out, runner at second here, top of 3, scoreless game. Tersey again will check the runner at second. He's into the windup. The pitch hung it up there a little bit. Ground ball, and it's through for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around. It's Davis. Here comes a throw offline, and the score is Darian Davis. It is 1-0. Ryan Bond with an RBI base hit, and Lyman Hall has the lead. Ardio gave it a pretty good effort there to the shortstop hole. Never would have been able to throw out the runner if he could have knocked it down, but it made its way through. Corso tried to make it a close play, but his throw home kind of drifted up the third base side, and there was no chance for Malabon to put a tag on Darian Davis. Kevin Emily stepping up, the catcher. So the seniors in the lineup for Lyman Hall batting 1 and 2. Throw to the bag at first, and a pickoff of Ryan Bond. So Terzi comes up with a nice pickoff move, and that will end the inning. In the inning for Lyman Hall, 1 run on 1 hit, and nobody left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of 3. Your score, it is Lyman Hall 1, Notre Dame nothing, right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
All right, welcome right back here to Quigley. So Lyman Hall taking a 1-0 lead on a key base hit by Ryan Bond. We'll take a look at that in the next break here as soon as our astute cameraman and actually our producer sets it up in the truck. So Emily was at the plate when Bond was picked off, and Notre Dame now stepping up here in the bottom of the third. Ardito to lead it off here. Zachary in the ball game is 0 for 1, a little soft pop-up to the shortstop, his first plate appearance. Corso and Archiolo, 1, 2, and 3 in the batting order for Notre Dame, coming up here in the bottom of the third, trailing 1-0. Freshman O'Connell, the pitch. Missed inside. O'Connell works quickly. The right-hander into the windup and the pitch. Nice, tight, compact motion on that pitch to the plate and for the swinging strike to Ardito. Here comes the pitch, and that's a tad low. Playing behind the bag at first is Tucker McClure. O'Connell offering curveball, a little tight curveball up to the plate. Roll foul, third base side. Ardito trying to become a leadoff base runner for Notre Dame. They go 2 hits in the game, the double back in the second by Archiolo, and a base hit by Levine. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Ardito, and there's 1 down. First strikeout of the game, second strikeout of the game, for Brandon O'Connell. Going to bring up Mike Corso. Corso grounded out 6-3 his first time, so he's 0 for 1. Michael playing left field today, has also played some shortstop for Notre Dame, and that pitch is a strike call over the inside corner. Brown, Davis, and Bilodeau in the outfield playing just about straight away with the bases empty and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third. That pitch missed outside. Athletic Director Tom Marcucci handled the Senior Day ceremonies today and did a spectacular job up in the press box. Sitting next to Pete Eiler. Pete running the scoreboard today. Ground ball fouled off, third base side. Connell feeling comfortable out in the mound with a 1-0 lead. Here comes a pitch. That's going to be fisted, popped up on the third baseman, and the basket catch made by Eric Beardsley. And Corso was jammed on that pitch and a little soft pop-up. So you got 2 down, and it brings Drew Archiolo to the plate. Has a double ripped at the left field over the head of the left fielder, Justin Brown. Did that back on the first, but was stranded at the bag at second. So Connell with 2 out, bases empty. The pitch kept it low and away from Archiolo. And he kind of hung that pitch when Archiolo drove it over the head of the left fielder. Outfielders remaining straight away. It's spacious outfield and center at least here, where you need to hit it 400 feet to get it out. Kind of deep to the alleys. Outfield fence really veers in down the right field side, down to about 318. The pitch will break off the glove of Namely, the catcher. 3:35 to left to get it out of here. Quigley. Decent room behind the plate to the backstop as O'Connell into the windup. Here comes the pitch, and that is ball 4. So he was very cautious with Drew Archiolo, and he walks him with 2 outs. Brings up Zach Ballabon, who grounded out 4-3 his first time. Ballabon, a right-handed hitter. So Archiolo at the bag at first. Let's see if O'Connell tries to keep him tight there. Drew, a pretty good base stealer for Notre Dame. So there he goes. The pitch down low. The throw down to the bag is going to deflect off the glove of Ames, and on the third and sliding in is Drew Archiolo. Stolen base takes third on the error. That would be E2 on the catcher on the throw. And now Notre Dame with 2 down with a runner in scoring position for Ballabon. Second time in the game, Notre Dame has placed a runner to third. They did that back in the second. You had the 1-out single by Levine, a walk to Corwick. On a pass ball, Levine took third. Corwick was thrown out at the bag at first. And time has been called, and they want to have a quick chat with Brendan O'Connell. So Archiolo, who scored against Xavier on a stolen base, a balk, and a pass ball, wreaking some havoc on the bases again. Conversation just about over. Ballabon looking for a key hit here. Count 2 balls and no strikes to Zachary. Brendan Wynn on deck. He struck out his first plate appearance, did win, but he hit a couple long balls down the left field line foul before he was called out on a nice curveball. That pitch is going to break away from the catcher. Archiolo's going to come home on the wild pitch. It was down low into the dirt, and it spun away from Namely, and we're tied at 1 as Archiolo scores on the wild pitch. 2 consecutive games he has scored on either now a wild pitch or a pass ball. Second consecutive game he has scored a run without the benefit of a base hit for Notre Dame. That's a weapon. That pitch, a strike called inside corner after the long look by the plate umpire. And the count goes 3 balls and 1 strike to Ballabon. Base is empty with 2 down. 1-1 here in the bottom of 3. O'Connell into the windup. The pitch. Ground ball. Hit the third and pass. No, knocked down by the third baseman. Lobs it across. And they say safe at first is Ballabon. What a play by Beardsley. It looked like it was going to go through. I don't know how he got it. Kind of reached behind him and then threw as he was rolling on the infield dirt and somehow got it across and made it close. From this angle, I thought they might ring him up. But Ballabon on an infield base hit is safe. Brings up Brendan Wynn now for Notre Dame. What a play right there by... That was ESPN. If he was called out there, that would have been an ESPN top 10 play by Eric Beardsley. Would have had to send that down to ESPN or up to ESPN in Bristol. I was calling a Major League Ultimate game the other day. You know what that is, right? Disc, like Frisbee to some. They have a Major League now for it, and one of the catches made the ESPN Top 10 last week. I missed it. I didn't see it. I guess I used the play-by-play call and everything else, but so the 5 seconds of glory there. What a great catch, too. Here comes the pitch. Off the end of the bat, grounded down to Bond. He'll lob it onto the bag at second to his mate Ames, and Wynn retired on the force out, and that will end it. So they score a run, a walk, stolen base, E2, wild pitch, and we're tied at 1. We'll be back with the top of the 4th. Your score, Lyman Hall 1, Notre Dame 1, right here on GoGreenKnights.com as we take a good look at Drew Archiolo, who rounded the bases to tie the score. Back with more after this.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
Oh, that's good stuff. All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And now.
All right, welcome right back. Some interesting plays already in this one, tied at 1. And we'll take a look at some of the replays of what's taken place here. Lyman Hall would score the game's first run, as we'll go to that. And here we are, as the ground ball through the infield by Bond. The throw to the plate by Corso offline, and scoring was Darian Davis to make it 1-0 Lyman Hall. Now the Green Knights would get right back in. There's that stolen base by Archiolo. The ball gets away, and he'll travel to third base on the errant throw and sets up his opportunity to come home on a wild pitch. Take a look at that. Here's the wild pitch, and Archiolo is going to race home, and that will tie the score at 1 as a ground ball hit back to Tersey as we come back to the live action. O'Connell into the wind there. We've got one more. That marvelous play by Beardsley at third base. We can take a look at that here as the next batter steps up. So Namely is retired. Yep. Nice play by Tersey to field his position. And there's that play by the third baseman Beardsley. The throw across a diamond. And boy, they called him safe there. Great work by Drew. By Andrew. Maybe they call him Drew for short. I don't know. This is Justin Brown to the plate on the camera work, and extraordinary work in the truck too. So nice work, guys, on the play-by-play or the replays right there. This is Justin Brown with 1 out. Namely retired on a ball hit back to the pitcher. We were looking at the exciting replays at that point, but that's okay. Rather routinely done by Mr. Troy Tersey out in the mound. Count now 1-1 to Justin Brown. Brown 0 for 1 today with a fly ball out. Tersey looking in for the sign from the catcher, Zach Balamoff. Here comes the pitch. Curveball in there for the strike call. Had Troy in class during the middle semester. They're on tri-semesters at Notre Dame, and he was all excited about this high school baseball season. Chance to start in his senior year. Ground ball hit rather hard, but down to the shortstop, dropped and picked up, thrown across, and good work there by Wynn at first to keep the foot on the bag on the throw. Ardito did a nice job to recover and didn't panic at all and made a strong throw to get Justin Brown 6-3. So you got 2 down. Brings up Ben Miller, the designated hitter today for Lyman Hall. He struck out his first plate appearance. A couple of strikeouts in the ball game for Troy Tersey. He has only walked 1 batter and given up just 1 base hit thus far in the top of the 4th inning in a 1-1 game. Jersey into the windup and the pitch, and that is low and away to the left-handed hitting designated hitter. Corso in left, Archiolo in center, Gargiulo the right fielder. Wind picking up makes it very cold, and that pitch a tad high. All right, I'll stop complaining. Today's game brought to you by our good friends, the Business Network Group, and Jeff Grandy, of course. He has certainly helped us out many, many times with our internet connections on different locations, including West Haven High School, the Bennett rink in West Haven, and, of course, has helped us out at Notre Dame West Haven High School. Jersey into the windup. The right-hander's pitch. And that's a strike call over the outside corner. You can check out the Business Network Group by visiting them online, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com. Into the windup. Jersey, the pitch. Cat high, ball 4. Miller draws a walk. That's a 2-out walk. Second walk issued by Troy today. And brings up Chris Ames, the second baseman. Fly ball out, his first plate appearance. Of course, our primary sponsor today, Dr. Philip Caparuso. Certainly provide all kinds of orthodontic treatment for your children, or you too. He's a parent of 4 at Notre Dame West Haven High School. And, well, check him out on the Milford Green. Give him a call at 203-874-5400. Invisalign braces are the product that he likes to use when you need to straighten those teeth out there a little bit. Ames today with a fly ball out, 0 for 1. Going to runner at first with 2 down. Sun back out. Jersey with a glove high. Right-hander's pitch. High fastball. Big swing and a miss by Ames as he chased one way out of the strike zone. Tucker McClure on deck for Lyman Hall. Jersey peeks at the runner at first base. The pitch going to be popped up back towards us, and I was going to make the catch, but I thought it might break my hand right there. So I pulled it back pretty quickly. Got a souvenir. Jersey's pitch to the plate, and that's hit on a line right to the shortstop. And our Dito puts it away. Ames is retired on the line drive. So that's going to do it in the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base via walk. We're through 3.5, and your score, it is 1-1. Lyman Hall and Notre Dame, right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Network Group, we are committed to offering simple and meaningful solutions to your complex problems. We work hard to achieve the highest levels of quality in our solutions to help your customers meet their challenging business needs. We're committed to delivering technology management solutions that offer security, reliability, availability, and performance. Visit our website, thebusinessnetworkgroup.com, for more information.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
Well, I didn't break my hand on that foul ball, but my, what do they call these things? iPad mini broke the glass on it. But I guess you can get it replaced in the mall. Leading off for Notre Dame, Levine, and he drives it into left field for a base hit. He's digging for 2, and he's in with a stand-up leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So enough about the iPad mini, as the Green Knights got something going right now. And that big hit, good look at Levine down at the bag at second base. Going to bring up Zach Corwick Levine now 2 for 2 with a base hit and a double. Cork in the ball game is walked, was picked off the bag at first. 1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brian Gargiulo waits on deck for Notre Dame. The O'Connell pitch, and that ball hit high in the air. Center fielder Davis will camp underneath it and make the catch, and he'll throw to the cutoff. The shortstop Bond holding Levine at the bag at second. So Cork on a pitch is retired. And you have one down. Brian Gargiulo stepping up to the plate. Gargiulo, the right fielder, walked his first plate appearance. Here comes the pitch, and that is going to be low and away. Gets away from the catcher and Emily. The throw to the bag at third, and is safe. The tag was made by Beardsley. May have dropped the ball. I don't know. Plate umpire had a good look at it, along with the field umpire. And taking third on the wild pitch is Mike Levine. So with one out, runner in scoring position now for Notre Dame at third, and Gargiulo, who walked his first time up to the plate. Wes Paulson awaiting on deck. Here comes the pitch. And missed outside. So O'Connell working in a bit of a jam with one down here. Infield in at the corners. That pitch to the outside part of the plate for the strike call. Count 2 balls and a strike to Gargiulo. Wes Paulson is on deck for Notre Dame. Gargiulo batting in the 8th slot. Here comes the pitch. Low and inside. Count goes to 3-1. Ground ball. Hit down the Bond. Holds a runner at third. Nice play as he was drawn on in. Drawn in infield. Works that time around as Gargiulo is retired 6-3. Nice play by Ryan Bond. Was hit right at him, but did a nice job to look the runner back. Levine, and now Wes Paulson coming up with 2 out and a runner at third. This is the second time in the ball game the Green Knights have put a runner at third and have not gotten him in, but they still have 1 out remaining here. Back in the third inning when they scored their run, Arciolo took third on an errant throw after his stolen base, and he would score on a wild pitch. So overall, the third time they've had a runner in scoring position at third in the game. Paulson trying to come up with a base hit here. O'Connell into the windup, the freshman pitcher. A ground ball hit down to the third baseman. Beardsley will field it, and on the first, good work by O'Connell to get out of that jam right there. Gave up the leadoff double to Levine. Wild pitch put him to third, but he gets the fly ball out. A couple of ground ball outs, and we're moving on to the 5th, tied at 1, right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children? Dr. Philip Caparuso, a Notre Dame parent of 4, is conveniently located at the end of the Milford Green. Dr. Caparuso is a board-certified orthodontist and a preferred Invisalign provider. A proud GoGreenKnight.com sponsor, you can visit Dr. Caparuso online at drcaportho.com or call 203-874-5400. Let Dr. Caparuso bring out your best smile.
For the last 10 years, Federico Insetti has served individuals and business clients throughout the Northeast. Originally founded by Mark Federico, class of 72, the current principals are Michael Federico, Notre Dame class of 82, and Lynn Setti, Sacred Heart Academy class of 82. Providing accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services, Federico Insetti is the perfect company for your personal, corporate, estate, and gift tax returns. A proud sponsor of GoGreenKnights.com, call Federico Insetti at 203-248-9966 for all your accounting needs.
Welcome right back as Tucker McClure will step on in for Lyman Hall. Top of the 5th inning, Notre Dame and Lyman Hall locked up in a good one, tied at 1. At pitch down low to Tucker McClure. Darian Davis and then Eric Beardsley, the scheduled hitters for Lyman Hall, trying to win their 2nd of the year. Right now they're in it here with the Green Knights of Notre Dame. Notre Dame coming in at 10-7. Towards the end of the windup, the pitch. That's a strike call. Troy has given up just 1 base hit back in the 3rd. He's walked a couple of strikeouts. That pitch inside. McClure 0 for 1 with a ground ball out. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here in the top of the 5th inning. McClure leading it off. Number 6 hitter in the lineup for the Trojans. Tersey's pitch to the plate. Down low at the feet. Zach Ballabon behind the plate. Brendan Wynn at first. Wes Paulson, the second baseman for Notre Dame. Zachary Dito, the shortstop, and Zachary Corwick at third. Mike Corso in left. Drew Archiolo, the center fielder. And that ball hit high in the air, popped up, stays in fair territory. Third baseman Corwick will call and make the catch. See, if I had the glove on that little foul pop-up behind here, I would have made that catch too. But Corwick makes it look easy, shows me how to do it there on a little pop-up, 1 down. And it brings up Darian Davis, the center fielder. He walked and scored back in the 3rd with a leadoff walk, stole a base, got in the scoring position. Here comes the pitch. And that's a strike call over the outside corner. That pitch in there for the strike. Good curveball. Count goes 0-2. Troy Tersey into the windup. The pitch high and inside to Darian Davis. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, low and inside. Count full now, 3-2 to Davis. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th inning for Lyman Hall. Tersey. The 3-2, and that's going to be fouled off. First base way. Eric Beardsley on deck. Lyman Hall scored their run in the 3rd. RBI base hit by Ryan Bond, bringing home Darian Davis. Davis with good speed when he gets on. Pitch up and in, ball 4, and he's on again with a walk. Second time he's reached via walk. 3rd walk issued by Tersey. He brings up Eric Beardsley, who struck out his first time up. Beardsley takes a look down to the 3rd base coaching box. Davis will take a short lead from the bag at first. Tersey with 1 out and 1 on will throw to the bag at first. Tersey with a pickoff back in the 3rd inning also when he picked off Ryan Bond. Tersey's fastball missed high and inside. Brett Bilodeau waits on deck for Lyman Hall. Throw to the bag, runner back. I don't know if you heard about that little leaguer, 8-year-old little leaguer. I think it was in New Jersey the other day. Was charging into 3rd base on a slide. The throw hit him in the chest, and he went into cardiac arrest. And a woman in the stands recognized it immediately, performed CPR, and He's now resting comfortably and anxious to get back out there. There's a throw to the bag at first. His mom said she's going on a major campaign to have all Little Leaguers wear chest protectors now. So a story that could have been so horrific turned into a terrific story. There's a ball hit towards the gap. Right center field could be trouble. It's going to drop in there for a stand-up double. They're going to send the runner around. That's Davis. No, they got him in a pickle now. Corwick with it. Davis put the brakes on. Now Balaban fakes a throw, throws it down. The tag is made by the shortstop, and they get Davis at third base. He is out. Tito put a nice tag on him, and Darian Davis retired. So for Beardsley, that will be a double. So he found the gap in right center, and Darian Davis is going to be retired. How's that going to go? 9-4. I believe 2, 5, 6. There was a lot of people touching that ball. The right fielder touched it. Relay came into the second baseman, to the catcher, to the third baseman. I think that's how it went. I wonder if we get that on replay. We'll take a look if we have it before we go to commercial break. We're going to take a look at it right now. There's that drive into right center field, so we'll pick it up. It's going to be the center fielder, Arciolo. The throw. Now they go behind to Corwick, and he'll run him down. So that's how it all worked. So that would go 8-4, 5-2-6. Nice work in the truck. Bilodeau to the plate, grounded out his first time. So now you got 2 outs. Big defensive play by Notre Dame. Davis took that big swing, looked like he was coming home, but that good throw by Arciolo got it to the infield quickly. And another good throw. They threw behind the runner to Corwick, and he quickly moved it along to the catcher, to the shortstop for the out. That's a pitch. That's a strike call. Count goes 1-1 to Bilodeau. So Lyman Hall has lost 2 off the bases today, 1 on the pickoff. And right there, Davis with that too big a turn around the bag at third. I guess in hindsight, he probably should have taken his chances just chugging on home. He was probably almost more than halfway down the line when he tried to get back to the bat. Credit Balaban, too, the catcher. I think he made Davis think the throw was coming home. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask. Good time call. Balaban quickly took that mask off and put it back on. He's going to be all right. They'll give him a little time. Count 3 balls and a strike to Bilodeau. Ryan Bond on deck. He has an RBI base hit here today. Everybody's all set. Balaban's okay. Here on the top of the 5th, 1-1 score. Here's the pitch up a tad high for a ball. Right fielder Drew Arciolo in a step of 2 from center field in the right center. That pitch is a strike call over the outside corner, and that will end the inning. So the big defensive play, the 8-4, 5-2-6 put out of Darian Davis. Goes by the boards. That was a big one. Bilodeau called out on strikes for Terzi. That is his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come on back with the bottom of the 5th, tied at 1 right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
Many times bad things happen to good people. A car accident, a divorce, a loved one is arrested. Things you just can't prepare for. Zingaro and Cretella specialize in civil litigation, family law, and criminal defense. A leading New Haven and Fairfield County general practice law firm established in 2001, attorneys Gene Zingaro and Don Cretella, ND class of 1986, who thankfully is a much better lawyer than it was a receiver for me, will guide you and help you make an informed and rational decision in a difficult time. Visit them at www.theconnecticutdefenders.com. Zingaro and Cretella is a law firm you can trust.
Are you looking for a professional painter?
Then look no further than Notre Dame's own Donald Martone, class of '87 in his company, Decorative and Traditional Painting by DKM, a full-service painting company specializing in both custom interior and exterior painting at residential and commercial settings. They are fully insured and licensed and will beat any estimate. DKM Painting provides services such as popcorn ceiling repair to painting a single room to an entire house. No job is too big or small. For more information, visit his website, www.paintingbydkm.com. Email him at dawn@paintingbydkm.com or call him at 203-433-2356 for professional painting. Look. Welcome back. First pitch, bottom of 5, high fly. Right fielder on. Bilodeau will make the catch. RDO is retired. So you got one down. Zachary now 0 for 3 on the day. He has struck out and hit a pop-up to shortstop to begin the bottom of 1. And brings up Michael Corso. Corso is 0 for 2. A little soft pop-up to the third baseman. Ground ball out to shortstop. Brandon O'Connell pitched quite a game out there as the freshman for Lyman Hall. Joe Archiolo on deck for Notre Dame. The pitch. Batted foul, third base side towards the Notre Dame dugout. Corso playing left field today for the Green Knights. O'Connell into the windup, the pitch, and that's again chop foul, third base way. O'Connell's going to be a pretty good pitcher when he puts a little muscle on. Only the freshman, of course. He'll grow as the years move on. Curveball, popped up. Down the right field line, it's going to drift out of reach of first baseman McClure and Bilodeau, the right fielder. May have bounced over the fence down there. Corso trying to become a one-out base runner for the Green Knights. O'Connell's pitch to the plate, inside. 4 hits in the game for the Green Knights. O'Connell with a couple of strikeouts, ground ball, hit the third, took a nice big hop, and Beardsley onto the bag at first for the out, and you have 2 down. So Corso now 0 for 3. O'Connell with the 2 strikeouts has walked just 1 batter today, looking at, 2 batters as I take another look. So he's walked 2. Go with a couple of strikeouts. Here's Archiolo, and he dribbles one in front of the mound. Taken by the pitcher O'Connell and onto the bag at first. They get Archiolo. He had scored the Notre Dame run back in the third when he walked, stole a base, reached in there, and scored on a wild pitch. This time he's retired on a pitch. That's going to do it. An easy 1-2-3 inning for Brandon O'Connell. We're on to the 6th, guided 1 right here in GoGreenKnights.com.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenNight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
All right, welcome right back as we move on. Top of the 6th, quite a pitcher's duel between Troy Tersey of Notre Dame out in the mound and the youngster Brendan O'Connell for Lyman Hall here today. Top of the order, and Ryan Bond scheduled to lead it off, and Dede Will for the Trojans, and Emily and then Brown the follow here on Senior Day for the Green Knights. Notre Dame looking for their 11th win of the season. Lyman Hall just their 2nd. The Tersey pitch. Low and away. Bond today is 1 for 2 with an RBI base hit in the 3rd. He's also been picked off the base. Tersey into the windup. Here comes the pitch, and that's a tad low. Count quickly 2-0 to Ryan. Bond digging back in. Senior shortstop has played a nice game today for Lyman Hall. The Tersey pitch. A little high, and the count goes 3-0. Tersey has walked 3 on the afternoon. He's walked the batter over the last 3 innings. 1 in the 3rd. Darian Davis, he would eventually score. Walked Miller in the 4th, and Davis again in the 5th. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ryan Bond. That's a strike call over the outside corner, and the count goes 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Bond. Acciolo, the center fielder, playing just about straight away. Corso in left, Gargiulo in right field defensively for the Green Knights. Zach Balabon to set the target. The 3-2 pitch. That's lined to center. Acciolo will find it and make the catch. Well struck by Bond, but right at the center fielder. And that's good work by Troy Tersey right there to get back into that count and get the out. Brings up Kevin Amelie. The catcher, the senior catcher, is 0 for 2 with a ground ball out to short. And he tapped one back to the pitcher, Troy Tersey. Actually, whacked it pretty good, and Tersey made a nice reaction play on it. Troy into the windup. Here comes the offering. That's going to be golf time near to the left fielder. Corso will find it. Has to fight off the gray sky and make the catch, and Emily retired. So you got 2 down here in the top of the 6th. It brings up Justin Brown. Brown 0 for 2. Justin is flied out the left, ground to the shortstop. Win at first base, Paulson at second. Adito at shortstop, Corwick at third base for the Green Knights. That ball hit on the line and out the left field for a base hit by Brown. His first hit of the ball game. That'll be the 3rd hit of the game now overall for Lyman Hall. They had a base hit for an RBI in the 3rd, a double in the 5th, and now this base hit here in the 6th inning. So Brown at first, Miller to the plate. He is struck out and walked. Left-handed hitter. Fouls it straight back. Chris Ames retrieving that loose ball behind the catcher and plate umpire and the hitter. Tersey snaps it in for the strike. Count goes 0-2 here to Ben Miller. One here on the top of the 6th inning. 2 out, 1 on for Lyman Hall. Tersey wastes one outside. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ben Miller. There goes the runner. Pitch high and outside. They'll throw down. It's a good strong throw, but it scoots past as it took a bounce, took a high bounce and passed the glove of the shortstop, Ardito, and there was no way. They're going to put a tag on Brown, who comes up with a stolen base. For a second, when it left the hand of Balabon, it looked like it was going to beat the runner by plenty, and it probably did. Unfortunately, just took a bad bounce and scooted into center field, but it was quickly retrieved. So Miller now has a runner in scoring position. Count, I believe, at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ben Miller. Tersey with a runner in scoring position. We'll check. That ball golfed high in the air. It was a curveball. He went after it. Second baseman out Paulson, and he'll make the catch on the shallow fly ball. That's going to do it, so the base hit does not hurt. No runs, 1 hit, runner left on. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th, 1-1, Notre Dame and Lyman Hall, right here on GoGreenKnights.com.
And now, the winner of this year's prestigious Honda President's Award for Excellence in Dealership Operations, Customer Satisfaction, Sales, and Training. Curtis Ryan from Curtis Ryan Honda in Shelton. Celebrating 39 years in Shelton with a great reputation, great deals, and an extraordinary sales experience, this is Curtis Ryan's 9th President's Award.
All right, welcome right back. We'll take some highlights from the top of the 6th inning. Of course, that base hit by Justin Brown and his stolen base. We'll take another look at those and put him in the scoring position. Wind's starting to pick up here a little bit, and whenever Danny's ready to go, here we are. That's Troy Tersey out in the mound. Brown digging on in. And here comes the pitch, and there's that ball laced in the left field for a base hit. So a good bit of hitting right there by Brown. And now he'll put himself in scoring position with this stolen base here. This Balabon's a good pitch to throw on. See that? It beat the runner. It just took that bounce and over the glove of the shortstop and a stolen base. So Green Knights at the plate here in the 6th in a 1-1 game. And it's Balabon to lead it off. Zachary today is 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the 3rd. 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brendan O'Connell pitching a gem, the freshman for Lyman Hall here today. I'll tell you, he has been very impressive. Got him 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. He's only given up 4 hits, 1 per inning through the first 4. Drops that one in for the strike call. Balabon, Wynn, Levine, the scheduled hitters for the Green Knights here at the bottom of the 6th inning. O'Connell. The pitch breaks in front of home plate. His only mistake was a wild pitch that allowed Drew Archiolo to score back in the 3rd for Notre Dame. Balabon, a right-handed hitting catcher. Pitch up and in, ball 4. He becomes the leadoff base runner here for Notre Dame in the 6th inning. Brendan Wynn will step on up. The senior is struck out and hit into a force out. And we're going to see a pinch runner for the Green Knights down at the bag at first. So with re-entry here in high school ball, obviously you can put out one of your speedsters. And Notre Dame will do that right here. That's Chris Stankiewicz going out to run, the sophomore. So Stankiewicz will take over at the bag at first for Zach Balabon. Everybody making the changes on their scorebooks. We've done the same. So let's see what they do. Will they send him? Wynn, his first plate appearance before he struck out, hit a lot of foul balls, maybe 3 or 4 down that left field line. Hit him rather deep, too. And then O'Connell got him with a nice curveball, the outside part of the plate, for called strikeout. So Wynn is up 0 for 2 here today. O'Connell checks a runner at first. Wynn showing bunt. Pitch was low and away. Namely has done a nice job behind the plate. McClure, the first baseman, trying to hold the runner, Stankiewicz, close to the bag. He'll measure the lead away. The pitch to Wynn, swinging away, and that's a base hit, drives it down the left field line. Into the bag in second goes Stankiewicz. The ball is scooted off of Brown, recovers it, but not in time. Stankiewicz, good base running, will take third on the error. Wynn into the bag at second, so that's a single. E7 allowing the runner to go to third, and Notre Dame, with nobody out, have runners at second and third base for Mike Levine, who's 2 for 2 today. He has singled and doubled, has Levine. And the Green Knights are going to send out another pinch runner here for Brandon Wynn. And that's Will Reynolds going out to run, the senior, for Wynn. So Levine, who is 2 for 2. Up with first base open. Zach Korick on deck, who has walked and hit a fly ball up. 1-1 game. They bring the infield in around the horn. Lyman Hall brought the infield in after Levine had that leadoff double in the fourth and took third on a wild pitch. And after a Korick fly ball is centered for an out, Gargiulo hit one right at the shortstop. They held the runner at third, and then Paulson with a ground ball out. Notre Dame came up empty in the fourth inning. They will intentionally walk Mike Levine. High school ball, of course, you do not have to pitch. So the bases are loaded, and it brings up Zach Korick. Korick out. Bases loaded, nobody out. 1-1 game, bottom of the sixth. They can get an out at any base. And we're going to see a pinch hitter. It's going to be Greg Zullo coming up to hit here for Notre Dame. So Zullo, who has been out of the lineup for a long time, second, third game of the season, something like that, with a hamstring injury, coming up to pitch hit. So Zullo, the senior, getting a chance to perhaps put Notre Dame on top here. Here comes the pitch to Zullo, and the curveball, strike call over the outside corner. So good to see Greg back in the lineup. It'll be interesting to see if they get Garabedian back, their outstanding center fielder who's been gone for just about most of the year. Infield in, the pitch to Zullo, and that's another curveball. That missed, low and away. Nice stop behind the plate by Namely. Bases are loaded, infield in, outfield straight away. O'Connell, the freshman, to the senior Zullo. Ground ball hit the third, fielded. They come home, they get the out there, and no throw to the bag at first. They take the shore out and don't throw it around the infield. So O'Connell comes up big and gets Zullo to hit into a force out. So on the fielder's choice, Zullo's safe at first. Retired is Stankiewicz. 5-2. And that brings up Brian Gargiulo now, who is walked and grounded out. Well, they'll put a runner on. Korick will come back into the game, and they don't want Zullo running around the bases, so he'll go back to the dugout for the Green Knights. So he grounds out to the third baseman. Beardsley made that good throw home. And Gargiulo to step on up. Base is still jammed with one out. Connell steps off the rubber. Infield still in around the horn. I mean, usually a drawn-in infield makes you a better hitter, right? When you take a look at it. But has worked to perfection today for the Trojans. That drawn-in infield has produced, well, a runner not permitted to score as he had to hang at third, and that time the out at the plate. 2-0 to Gargiulo. Nowhere to put him with the bases loaded. Walk, base hit, intentional walk has loaded the bases for Notre Dame. Brendan O'Connell, the freshman, back up on top of the hill. Looks in. Runners will lead from all the bags. The pitch over for the strike. Looks like Gargiulo is taking all the way. Paulson awaiting on deck for Notre Dame. O'Connell, the 2-1. That ball hit in the air, in the right center field, falls in for a base hit. Maybe more. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Notre Dame will take a 3-1 lead. Reynolds scoring. Levine scores. Corwick all the way to third. Gargiulo with a 2-run double, and Notre Dame has the lead at 3-1. Good look at Gargiulo with a key hit to the gap in right center field, and the Green Knights now on top 3-1 with Wes Paulson stepping up to the plate. Infield still in, and that pitch in for the strike. If we have a replay on that, maybe we can take a look at it after this next pitch. Dan the man will let us know. Here comes the pitch, and a nice play by the catcher. Emily just saving a run, Brad. Well, he had to lay out to make that play, and here's that hit by Gargiulo. Watch it find the gap out there in right center field, and that's going to bring home a pair of runs for the Green Knights. One will score, another will score as the throw comes into the bag at second. Pitch a little high for Paulson. Ardito on deck. Runners at second and third for the Green Knights, looking for more. They have the 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another nice play by Namely going to get it on a pitch veering out of the strike zone. You know, it's interesting that they have the drawn in infield because I believe there's 2 outs, right? Balaban reached on the walk. Stankiewicz came on. He was thrown out 5-2 for an out. Oh, yeah, so there's only 1 out. That's right. That's right. Only 1 out. I may have said 2. There's only 1 out. Thinking to myself, why is that infield still in? Top of the order on deck for Notre Dame. Paulson at the plate. A little conversation on the mound. Looking ahead for Lyman Hall. They'll have Ames, McClure, and Davis as scheduled hitters. Against Troy Tersey, will be working with at least a 2-run lead as Notre Dame looks for more here in the 6th. O'Connell. The pitch. The ball popped up into the backstop off to the first base side and rattled through. Count now 3-1 to Wes Paulson. The pitch. Again, that curveball fouled off towards the neighbor's yard on the first base side. Never reached it. Pitch down low, ball 4. That's going to reload the bases as Paulson draws the walk. Corwick at third, Gargiulo at second, Paulson at first. And Zach Ardito stepping up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. His strikeout, fly ball out, little pop up to the shortstop. Infield remains in. And we're going to see a pinch hitter now for the Green Knights. As Bruno, the senior, will pinch hit. So Bruno to hit. Pasqualino Bruno coming on up, the senior. Another player that has seen the field for Lou Kessler on many occasions throughout the year. Lou's gone very deep on his bench. He has got the ability to really keep everybody involved. Keeps it interesting, of course, for the guys. Infield still in, bases loaded, 1 out. O'Connell, the pitch, strike call. Got himself in a bit of trouble with that walk. Then he gave up the single to win. The intentional walk to Levine loaded the bases. He got the ground ball to get an out. But then that double by Gargiulo brought home a pair, and there's a drive hit right at the left fielder, and it's a leaping catch there by Justin Brown. They'll tag the runner, and Notre Dame will score another. That was laced by Bruno, and it was rising a bit. Justin Brown had a leap for it to make the catch, but Bruno hit that right on the nose. So that'll be a sac fly. RBI Now you have 2 outs as Corrick scores, and that makes it 4-1 Notre Dame. Push the wire in. Here's a pitch down low and away. Gets away from the catcher. Runners will advance, trying to figure out what's going on with our camera picture there, right there. A little blue on us on occasion. So runners move up when the pitcher got away from the catcher. Corso is at the plate. Michael today is 0 for 3. Actually got another pinch hitter coming up here for Corso, so we'll take a look at that. Brian Roan, another senior for Notre Dame, getting a chance to swing the bat for Corso. Infield has moved on back with 2 outs. So Notre Dame with a 3-run inning. They're in the bottom of the 6th. O'Connell's pitch. Strike call inside corner. Drew Acciolo waiting on deck. Swing and a miss by Roan, and that's going to end the inning. But Notre Dame will send 8 to the plate. They'll leave a couple on. They score 3 times. A big hit, Brian Gargiulo's bases loaded, 2-run double, and the Green Knights will take a 4-1 lead into the dugout. Back with the top of the 7th as Lyman Hall down to their final 3 outs. We'll be back with that after this.
Looks good, doesn't it? But you forgot something. All that saturated fat. Why not try Longini sausage instead? Other leading brands contain more than twice the saturated fat than Longini. Made with all natural ingredients, perfectly spiced with just enough salt, Longini sausage is the healthier choice. Made fresh locally in New Haven since 1950. Look for the Longini label in your grocer's fresh meat section.
Ivy League Landscaping is a family-owned, full-service design and build landscape company which services Southern Connecticut. We offer digital landscape design and installation. Our interlocking concrete paver system will add beauty to your patio and walkway. We share our location with our own Soundview Landscape Supply. Please visit us at 50 Industry Drive in West Haven. Ivy League Landscaping, from custom design to seasonal maintenance and supplies. Visit our website at ivyleaguelandscaping.com.
New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates specialize in medical and surgical care of the foot and ankle. They have a state-licensed surgical center with a physical therapy center available for all patients. Physicians include Notre Dame graduates David and Robert Novicki, along with Martin Pressman, James Krantz, and Jesse Parks. They are affiliated with the 3 major New Haven area hospitals, and they participate with most health insurance carriers. With locations in New Haven, Hamden, Milford, and Ansonia, New Haven Foot Surgeons and Milford Podiatry Associates is your GoGreenKnight.com connection to healthier feet. Visit them online at milfordpodiatry.com.
All right, right back here at Quigley as we move on to the top of inning number 7, and Notre Dame leading by the score of 4-1 as they score 3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Chris Ames scheduled to lead it off here, and he will against Troy Tersey. Tersey trying to go all the way for the win here for Notre Dame. Ames in the ball game is 0 for 2. Line out, fly ball out, fouls that straight back. Tucker McClure scheduled to hit, then Darian Davis for this Lyman Hall team here in the top of inning number 7. Tersey certainly has been efficient today. He's given up just 3 hits. A couple of walks. The ground ball hit the third, fielded Corrick's throw across the diamond, and he heaved it on over in plenty of time to get Ames. And there's one down here in the top of the 7th inning, brings up Tucker McClure. Tucker 0 for 2 with a ground ball out. will pop up to the third baseman. And I believe we're going to see a pinch hitter. Indeed, we will. Lyman Hall. And that'll be Travis Thuttle. So Thuttle is the hit for McClure. First pitch in for the strike. Davis is on deck. Looks like he will hit in his spot. He's been on base a couple of times via walk. McClure in the game, as we mentioned, had been 0 for 2. That ball fouled off the fastball. Outfield remained just about straight away. Tersey looking in for the sign. Here comes the pitch, and that's to the backstop. We'll bring you the honors ceremony on Thursday night on GoGreenKnights.com. You'll want to tune into that. It begins at 7:30 as Notre Dame will honor its finest students. Looking forward to that event on Thursday night. Always a nice time. And on Friday night, 7 p.m., it is lacrosse. Notre Dame taking on their rival, Hamden. Green Dragons, Green Knights, the battle at Hamden High School on Friday night, 7 o'clock face-off. That pitch inside. Green Knights trying to qualify for the CIAC tournament. The pitch to Thuttle. Ground ball. Court couldn't get to it. Tried to knock it down and is through for the base hit. That's a pinch hit. Base hit and a runner on. Brings up Darian Davis. Davis has walked a couple of times. Now we're going to see a pinch runner come on for Thuttle. Luis Crescita will come on to run. So Crescita to run. Davis has walked twice, as we mentioned. Tersey would love to get him here. Probably like a nice ground ball hit hard to the shortstop. That pitch over for the strike call. We're going to take a strikeout, of course. Tersey with a total of 3 strikeouts today. He has walked 3. Now giving up a total of 4 hits in the afternoon. Tersey's pitch just missed inside. Notre Dame has not committed an error as of yet. That pitch, strike call over the inside corner. Eric Beardsley on deck. Beardsley with a double back in the 5th. So this part of the batting order has been difficult on Troy today. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Davis. So he finally gets Davis, gets him on the strikeout. That is the 4th strikeout of the ball game. And it brings up Eric Beardsley, who has struck out and doubled. Two down, runner on. Pitch in for the strike from Troy Tersey. Troy can feel it now. We'll have a couple of replays for you as part of our post-game show. Some of the big highlights of this one today. Here comes a pitch, and that's a little tapper right back to Tersey. Fields it onto the bag at first, and the Green Knights will pick up the win as Beardsley retired 1-3. 4-1 win. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th to pick up the win. Troy Tersey going all the way for Notre Dame. They win their 11th of the year, and Lyman Hall drops to 1-15. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with some post-game comments right after this.
match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot this.
Considering an orthodontic treatment for you or your children?
15-4. Who they play today? Did they qualify?
Yeah.
All right, welcome right back. Nice ball game here today. I'll tell you what, I was impressed with the freshman pitcher for Lyman Hall, getting a little trouble in the bottom of the sixth inning, but he was certainly holding the Green Knight offense at bay through 5, allowing just 1 run. I'm just counting up the hits for Notre Dame, and they only had 2 hits in the 6th inning when they scored 3 times. There was 1, 2, 3 walks, 1 intentionally. So that was kind of the problem there. As the Green Knights, and let's see, they only had 6 hits in the game. So Notre Dame 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors to pick up the win here 4-1 for Lyman Hall. 1 run. They had 4 hits and they committed an error in the ball game. And Notre Dame winning it. Brandon O'Connell picking up the loss here. He had a couple of strikeouts, 3 in total. And tell you what, he did a pretty good job with his control throughout the game, did the freshman. He only had 1 walk going into the 6th, so he ended up walking a total of 3 with the intentional walk making it 4. The big hitter for Notre Dame today, certainly Brian Gargiulo, as we'll take a look at a couple of the highlights here as Danny will roll them, and we'll all be surprised together in what he's going to play. So roll those highlights of today's Notre Dame win. By the way, the lacrosse team with a victory today over Wilbur Cross. The co-op has a ground ball right there. And that is going to be the first run scored for the ball game. That was Ryan Bond's base hit to left, scoring Darian Davis to make it 1-0. Now the stolen base by Drew Archiolo with the ball scooting into center field. He gets up on the errant throw, and he'll dig into third base. And he'll eventually now score on a wild pitch. This would tie it up at 1 apiece. As Archiolo causing some havoc. There's that wild pitch down in the dirt. Got away from the catcher Namely, and Archiolo to score. Notre Dame had tied it at 1. Remained that way until the 6th. Here's that splendid play by Beardsley. Throws from the seat of his pants and nearly got the runner at first. Just legged it out. As it's double in the right center field by Beardsley, who had himself a nice game. That put Lyman Hall in good position, and trying to score on that was Davis. They got him in the pickle, and good work by the infield of Notre Dame. The tag made by Tito, the shortstop, as the Green Knights hustle to that ball quickly. That's the base hit in the left field, I believe by Brandon Wynn for the Green Knights. And they were in business. That ball got away from the left fielder, and there was just a brilliant bit of running by Stankiewicz, who was a pinch runner out there. Drawn in infield will clip Stankiewicz at the plate. Notre Dame here in the bottom of the 6th. They were still tied at 1 until that point in the ball game right there when Gargiulo found the gap with the bases loaded in right center field. They had walked Cork to reload the bases, and he came up with that big double. Notre Dame would score 2 on that. But then that double by Gargiulo brought home a pair, and there's a drive hit, back fly. RBI hit out the left by Bruno. Nice catch out there by Brown, but the run was scored. Notre Dame goes on to the 4-1 win here today. So the lacrosse team qualified for the state tournament with their victory a little bit earlier today, 15-4, and the Green Knights win their 11th of the season here. So great work by both sports teams today for Notre Dame West Haven High School. Great work by the production crew behind the scenes. Great work today, you guys. You work like a team of 10. And that's going to do it from Quigley. Your final one more time. 4-1. Notre Dame victorious over Lyman Hall. Goodbye, everybody.